Hello everyone, and let's see. Yeah, good afternoon. Uh, so this is another recording with respect to our church website, and today I'm going to show you how to update the church calendar. So let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and I'll take you to the church website to start with. So this is the front page of our church website. And so if you scroll down, you will find under events, you'll find the sort of calendar it is that shows the Jubilee celebration for Friday. Now, if you click on that, it comes down and it gives you the every detail of the event. There's a little bit about the events. There's the time, the location, the organizer, Google calendar if you want to add that to your calendar, and so on and so forth. So, but of course, if you look at this, if you so we can collapse that. If you look at that and click on this, there really is nothing. There are no events. But then again, we know that in June, we have not just the Queen's Jubilee. We also have Father's Day celebration, and of course on Sunday we have a Pentecost Sunday. So we're going to be fixing that now. We want to list under here what's happening in June. So the other thing I want to show us very quickly is if you go to, I think it's welcome, and under events calendar, if you click on that, again, if you click on third, well, actually, it's here because this is the only event we have listed for June. We really haven't been working on the calendar for a while, but in any case, so you have that there. You click on that, and it gives you this pop-up window to show what's happening in June. So that's on the events calendar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be going to the back end and show you how to put an event on our church calendar. I'm probably going to do it for Pentecost Sunday, and perhaps you'll be able to follow through. So of course this is not a professional thing. I've not scripted anything. We're just going to be doing it, playing it as it goes, something along those lines. Anyway, so this is the church back end, and this is how I've set up the Queen's Jubilee Community Tea Party. You'll see that under here you have the content, you have the subtitle, you have the dates, you have the location, you have the organizer, you have the way you want it to pop up, but please leave this, it's a standard. Over here you have the event image, and featured event is important that you click on featured events, because if you don't click on featured events, then it's not going to show on the front page. It will show on an events calendar in the events calendar proper, but it will not show on the front page. Now the reason I've made it a featured event is because there are other things that we have put on the calendar in the past, things like church outings, which the public really isn't invited to, things like meetings and all of that. They will show in the events calendar, but it will not show on the front end because the front end is really for visitors, and they don't delve that far into the innards of our church website. I hope that's making sense. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to insert a new event in the calendar. So basically, if you're logged in, let's go back to the dashboard so I can start from the beginning. Again, if you log in, this is what you will see. Although I'll have to make you an administrator to see this, because if you log in with what you have now, you're going to be logging in as an editor, and you'll find that you don't really have this kind of dashboard. You certainly don't have all this stuff here. It can be sometimes overwhelming. It's just too much information. But going back to the point, if to put an event on our calendar to show in front of on our homepage and on the events calendar, this is what you do. You see this icon here that says events. You can click. So if you click this anyway, it's going to show you all the events we ever had that had appeared on the calendar. So there is a Queen's Jubilee, which I just added. There is the Easter Sunday, Good Friday, these 40 days, Ash Wednesday, the Welcome Back to Church thing. I'm not sure what this I Will Stand is. So the Bible series, Divine Direction, Lent. So we've got all the events we ever did. There's quite a lot there. I'm trying to get this out of the way. If I can get this out of the way. So we actually have 53 events on there. We need to be pruning that. But nonetheless, let's go very quickly. If you if you want to add a new event, just click on here, add events up here, and it should take you to a blank page. So there is nothing here. So add a title. Pentecost Sunday is what I want to say. Pentecost Sunday. And write something on Pentecost Sunday. I'm going to be typing something, but of course it's a video. You can always fast forward. Pentecost Sunday is a time to give God thanks for the gift of the Holy Spirit. It is essential that as a church we are aware of the importance of the ministry of the Holy Spirit among us. Something along those lines. And you can always come back and edit that, but I'm not going to be adding more to that. And then there's also here an event subtitle, and so celebrating the gift of the Holy Spirit. So that's that. And then if you scroll down, you don't really need, I mean, it's quite a lot going on here. You don't really need to go into the innards of it. There's, cancelled event, moved online, postponed, rescheduled. But the most important thing for us is time and dates. So obviously Pentecost Sunday is on June the 5th, Sunday 5th. So, and our service starts at 11, doesn't it? 11, and change it from PM to AM, and allegedly our service ends at 12:30. Allegedly, we'll do try our best. And so it's June 5th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And of course, for those who don't know where so this is our event time zone, GMT, of course, Greenwich Mean Time. So basically, we don't really need all these repeating events. You can, when you log in, go through these things and just to familiarize yourself with them. Health guidelines, this was a new thing introduced into the calendar during COVID, but obviously we don't need the masks and hand washing anymore. Virtual event, it isn't, so we don't need that. Also, basically, location and venue. Select a location from list. These are the locations that are really popular with us, things like Custom House Baptist Church, which is what we want. But there's also the Custom House Library and the very small group gatherings. But of course, Custom House Baptist Church, save changes. And the reason we're changing that location, the reason we're putting the location is because it will generate a Google map. So anybody who doesn't know where our church is, if it goes to the event thing, then we'll be able to click on the Google map. The organizer, so who's organizing Pentecost Sunday? You can select an organizer, and there are quite a few: Children's Ministry, Church Admin, Custom House Baptist Church, First Impressions, Joyful Kids, Lydia Sisterhood, Men Behaving Wisely is a men's event, Pastoral Preaching Team, Praise and Worship Team. So whatever the praise and worship team wants to do. There's that kind of provision, and we can always edit the list again. So you kind of save changes, does its magic, and then that's that. Now it actually differs to the drop down, but I'm probably going to, well, so we'll leave it on drop down for now. Yeah, and let me put it on. Well, let's see what this looks like. So there are other things here, but you don't really need to bother yourself with these other things. So, but on the right is important. So there's the color the color is the thing that appears on the edge. Pentecost Sunday might you can edit the color if you want, but I'll just put a purple just for the sake of it, and you'll see where that would appear. So event type, so let's leave this for now, but I make sure it's a featured event because we want it to appear in front of the calendar. Then this is important, set event image. If you click on set event image, I've already put the event for Pentecost Sunday there. And by the way, if you want to put in a graphic, it's got to be 1080 by 608. So that's kind of the standard graphic that I use. It's you can use any other HD dimension, but I prefer to use the 1080 608. You could increase it for a higher quality, but then again you need to weigh that against load times. So Pentecost Sunday, that shows here. I'm not going to really do anything here. It's not because we can't do anything, but I really don't have that time. Hopefully when someone else takes over the designing of the websites, they will have time. You see, this section is very important for SEO, search engine optimization, but it's not really something that I want to. I really don't have the time to do that now. Set event image, and that appears here. Now make sure that you publish, because if you don't publish, everything you do will be undone. So publish, and yeah, so we will now go to the front end and see what we've done. So this is the we'll go to home. Chop chop chop. So if stuff slows down like this, oh, bad gateway, what's going on? I'm just hoping that all my effort hasn't been wasted. Right. So if you scroll down, you'll now see that Pentecost Sunday has been added, and if you click that, there you go, Pentecost Sunday, and that's that. So brilliant. So that's working. I'm not going to. I'm going to be putting Father's Day, but I wouldn't bother you with that. If there's anything you don't understand, please do give me a call. And because of Zoom, you can now share your screen, or I can share my screen, and then we can have a discussion about it. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. To go back to the dashboard, you just click here, it takes you back to the dashboard, and yeah, and that's it. So here you have our church metrics, visitors, downloads, those kind of things. Okay, so I'm going to end the recording now. I know it's been a bit all over the place, but yeah, so I'm not a professional recorder. I guess if I was going to do it professionally, I'll have a script to the side, but I don't think that that's necessary. Okay, so goodbye, God bless, bye.